Welcome to Module 4, Section 5 of your California Contractor License Exam Prep Course. In this lesson, we'll focus on two critical responsibilities of every licensed contractor: managing building permits and maintaining accurate project records. These aren't just bureaucratic tasks, they are central to running a compliant, trustworthy, and efficient remodeling business in California. As a B2 residential remodeling contractor, you are legally responsible for ensuring that permits are obtained when required and that all documentation related to the project is complete, clear, and accessible. Let's begin with permit management. In California, any construction, alteration, or repair work that affects the structural integrity of a building, modifies utility systems, or changes occupancy typically requires a building permit. This includes tasks like electrical upgrades, plumbing reroutes, HVAC installation, and significant remodeling that involves framing or wall modifications. Even replacing windows, installing a new roof, or adding a deck may require a permit, depending on the local building department's rules. One of the most common mistakes contractors make is starting work without checking whether a permit is required. Some do it to avoid fees or save time, but working without a permit is illegal and can lead to stop work orders, fines, failed inspections, and even license discipline by the CSLB. Moreover, unpermitted work can void insurance policies and expose you to lawsuits if anything goes wrong. Homeowners may sometimes ask you to skip permits to save money or avoid attention, but as the licensed contractor, you are ultimately responsible. If a permit is required, you must get it, no exceptions. The permit process typically involves submitting detailed plans to the local building department for review. These plans must show the scope of work, comply with the California Building Standards Code, and include any applicable energy or environmental requirements, such as Title 24 or CAL Green. The permit must be approved before work begins. Once the permit is issued, you are required to post it at the job site and schedule inspections at different project milestones to ensure compliance. Inspections are a crucial part of the permitting process. A project may require multiple inspections, such as rough framing, plumbing, electrical, insulation, and final inspections, depending on the type of work. As the contractor, you must coordinate these inspections, make sure the work is ready for review, and correct any deficiencies noted by the inspector. Final approval must be granted before the project is considered complete. Failing an inspection doesn't just delay the job, it can also result in rework costs and damage your professional reputation. Now let's talk about accurate record keeping, which is equally important. Good documentation protects your business, supports legal compliance, and helps you manage projects more effectively. At a minimum, you should keep copies of all signed contracts, change orders, permits, inspection reports, invoices, receipts, lien releases, and correspondence related to each project. California law requires that contractors keep certain records, like contracts and financial documents, for a specific number of years, typically 4 years from the date of completion. Record keeping also includes tracking payments and maintaining a clear accounting of income and expenses for each project. This helps you stay on budget, prepare for tax filing, and resolve any disputes with clients or subcontractors. If a client claims you didn't complete a scope of work or that something was done incorrectly, detailed documentation can be your best defense. Digital tools can simplify record keeping and reduce the risk of lost paperwork. Project management software, cloud storage, and mobile apps can help you store and organize records efficiently. However, no matter the system you use, records must be accurate, complete, and accessible. This is especially important when dealing with building officials, auditors, or the CSLB during a complaint investigation. In addition to project-specific records, contractors are expected to keep personnel and safety documentation if they employ workers. This includes time cards, payroll records, safety training logs, injury reports, and workers' compensation information. Employers are also required to post certain notices at job sites, including the Cal/OSHA job safety notice, wage orders, and workers' compensation insurance information. Failing to maintain proper records can have serious consequences. The CSLB may fine or suspend your license if you are audited and cannot produce the required documents. Poor record keeping can also increase your liability in the event of disputes, lawsuits, or tax audits. On the other hand, professional, organized documentation demonstrates integrity and helps you build trust with clients and inspectors. On the CSLB Law and Business exam, expect questions on when permits are required, who is responsible for obtaining them, how inspections work, and what kinds of records must be kept and for how long. These questions are designed to ensure that you understand your legal responsibilities and that you're prepared to operate your business in compliance with California law. In summary, permits are required for many remodeling activities and must be obtained before work begins. As the contractor, you are responsible for applying for permits, scheduling inspections, and ensuring the project complies with building codes. Accurate record keeping is essential for legal compliance, dispute resolution, and professional project management. By mastering both permit management and documentation practices, you'll build a contracting business that's efficient, compliant, and respected in your community.